An old servant comes to his master and says, "Don't go to the office today and hide behind the curtain." The master asks, "What is the reason?" The old servant said, "I have something to show you." The master said, "What is it?" The old servant said, "You will find out everything." Then the old servant forcibly hid the master behind the curtain and started cleaning. Then a girl comes and says, "Has the master gone to the office?" The old servant said, "Yes, he has left." The girl said, "Go outside and check once." Then the old servant went outside and the girl sat down. The old servant returned and said, "The master has left." The girl said, "Okay, you go and do your work." Then the girl called her friend and said, "You can come now, my husband has left." But her husband was watching from behind. Then that boy comes and the girl said, "Your husband has left." The girl said, "Yes, he's gone. After he leaves, I feel peace because then you come and I feel very happy." The boy said, "Why don't you leave him?" The girl said, "Be patient. He is making me a partner in the company. As soon as this is done, all the property will be transferred to me. Then I will leave him." The boy said, "I hope this happens soon. Then all the property will be ours and we will live a life of luxury together." The girl said, "I am doing all this for you." The boy said, "I was just afraid that after marriage you might forget me." The girl said, "My family forced me to marry him. Once the property is ours, I will leave him and marry you." Just then, the old servant comes in and says to the girl, "You are betraying the master. He loves you very much." The girl said, "Mind your own business and get out of here." The boy said, "Hey, old man, you are a servant. Remain a servant. There's no need to act like the master." The old servant said, "If you loved her, you wouldn't have let her marry the owner of this house. You are just greedy for money." The boy said, "How dare you say such things about me?" Then the boy got up and pushed the old servant. The old servant said, "You cannot change the truth like this." When the boy raised his hand again, the master came out, grabbed the boy's hand, and pushed him away. The girl said, "How are you here? I thought you went to the office." The master said, "Thank God I didn't go to the office today. If I had gone, I wouldn't have seen all this. I thought you were a very good wife, but I had no idea." The girl said, "I am not involved with him. He has nothing to do with me. He forced his way in here." The master said, "No need to say more. I have recorded everything on my phone. I will deal with you later. First, I will hand this girl over to the police." And the boy immediately ran away. Then the master said to his wife, "You love that boy? He just ran away when things got tough." The wife said, No, I want to stay with you." The master said, "I don't want to stay with you for even a minute. Get out of here right now." The wife said, "Forgive me just once. This will never happen again after today." The master said, "What did you think? That I would transfer all the property to you and then you would run away with him? That's not going to happen. Leave my house now." The wife said, "Just listen to me." The master said, "Get out now." Then the girl left. Then the master thanked the old servant and said, "You brought the truth to me." The old servant said, "I was going to tell you the truth earlier, but your wife threatened me. She said she would get me fired." The master said, "Then how did you find the courage today?" The old servant said, "I didn't want someone else to take your hard-earned money. I have been working for you for so many years, and I couldn't let this wrong happen." The master said, "From today, you will live here, not as a servant, but as a part of the family." Then the master hugged the old servant happily. This kind-hearted old servant deserves a like for saving his master from a great loss.